Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at Dream's face reveal by popular demand, probably the most requested topic I've gotten. So I guess we're going to get into it. I remember making this video particularly not too long ago on Dream's docs, and I spoke a bit about the expectations for Dream to be really attractive. And no matter what he does, and I predicted that no matter what he looks like, he's never going to live up to the expectations. So that's a tale for faceless creators. Don't make it difficult for the internet to find out what you look like. Otherwise, the expectations are just going to be unlivable.
This is weird. Hello. Hi. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I feel like I was waiting to figure
All
out
right,
how
I'm
to do it.
impatient. I'm
And
just going to skip.
in this video just out of pure curiosity, and you don't care who I am. But now you've seen my face, and so obviously you know who I am, and I'm just so cool. I don't know. Probably a lot of you are probably wondering, why now? Why are you finally revealing your face? You haven't shown your face this entire time. My goal was to just start doing things, get out, meet that are a little far. I honestly, I don't know what else to say. I spent the last couple days face revealing to all of them. For me, I'm gonna keep making the same content. Lots of creative ideas.
Just the concept of a face reveal is just so corny to me. Like, it's this big hyped event. Like right now, I'm sure there are more important matters in the world. Yeah, this is the number one most trending video. I really don't want to be talking about this, but it's what people want, so I have to give the people what they want. So from my perspective as somebody who is knowledgeable in facial aesthetics, I would say that he's a very attractive person, but have you ever heard of the concept ugly hot and hot ugly? Well, Dream may, and I mean this without being disrespectful, may just be one of those cases of hot ugly. And I don't mean ugly ugly, but you know what I'm saying. Where having too much of an excess feature, in this case it might be his chin, can throw off the facial harmony. And this is something I spoke ad nauseum about in previous videos. I think it was the Pete Davidson one, or there was definitely a video where I spoke about this, where basically men, some people of some communities, particularly the incel community, believe that having a crazy jawline, crazy cheekbones, crazy brow ridge, these are all hypermasculine features, can create the perfect looking human, Giga Chad. But in reality, balance is more important than the actual the values, the raw values of sexual dimorphism. So getting cheek augmentations and jaw augmentations, even chin augmentations. I'm not saying Dreamer has that, but he does have a very strong chin, which throws off the balance. And that's exactly why, if you look at Twitter right now, that's why this is the most commented feature of his face. When something's balanced, when the balance is thrown off by a particular feature, it becomes the center point of focus on the face. And there is research on this. I don't know if I've made that video already, but there is research that when a particular feature is deviant, it becomes the center point of focus, the salient feature, as they call it. Some other things I've noticed people commenting about is that Dream never shows the other half of his face. Now, I don't think this is a deliberate thing. He's not trying to like rub his face in you. Like, he's not trying to be like, oh, look, I'm better than you. Look at my face or something like that. I think this is actually a compensatory tactic. This is something that I've seen people do who have asymmetric faces or are just generally insecure about their face. They show one side of their face as their preferred side, and they do this without even knowing it. This is very much, I think, a subconscious thing. But yeah, overall, his face does not have any particular cosmetic issues, like dark circles or periorbital. Well, he does have a bit of nasojugal lines, but nothing, major. He's a 20-something-year-old man. He's young. I wouldn't expect anything unusual. He has strong facial development. But let's look at Twitter. So Twitter has been really giving Dream something here. And honestly, I genuinely feel so bad for him, because if it is an insecurity of his, then this is the worst way to do it. But also, it's kind of on him, because the longer you delay this, inevitably the expectations, as I predicted in my original video, those expectations will never be able to be met. And this is exactly the aftermath of what we're seeing here. People are comparing Dream to Shane Dawson. That's true. This is the video I was talking about, and this is when his face reveal got doxed, quote unquote. I guess people assumed he still looks like that. Fair enough. I mean, Dream has done a lot for changing the course of his life. This is, by all definition, a glow up, because I don't think had he not made some drastic changes to his life, he would have still been overweight, and he would have had that facial fat. But he's done something to actually make a change, and good for him. People commenting the dream is ugly hashtag is just trending, and it's unfortunate. But like I said, do you see how everyone comments on the chin? It's not vertical maxillary excess. There is a name for it. I just can't remember. It is a specific characteristic feature, but it's not unusual, is what I'm saying. He doesn't have any dentofacial issues. It's not an orthodontic issue. It's just a part of his face. It's just what his face looks like. Watching some other highlights of streamers basically talking about Dream's face reveal, their reactions, everyone, especially in the chat, when you look at it, people are comparing Dream's face to the moon emoji. And if you look at the moon emoji, it's kind of, the shape of it is very much like, it represents a flat mid face, because the moon, it's a strong upper third, weak middle third, and then strong lower third. So in Dream's case, he does have a very strong lower third. The projection of his chin is high. The protuberance is actually the correct term, of his chin is high. And so it makes his mid face, the middle half of his face, look recessed by comparison, just by a natural feature of how strong his chin is. That could be why, and if I had to bet my money on why Dream's face reveal has become such a, why this hashtag is even trending, is because the strength of his chin throws off the balance of his mid face. And so that's why people have these mixed feelings towards him. And also, if you look at all the links, the comparisons people are drawing on Twitter of Dream and, say, Crimson Chin, they're hyper fixated on the chin. So when I say that one facial feature can throw off the balance of the entire face, this is kind of what I mean. And if the chin was in normal projection, then Twitter really wouldn't have any arguments to say against Dream. But again, I mean, I just think Twitter is dragging him for this because this is their chance, and he has said things in the past that people didn't like, so it does seem like it's one of those cases. People are just finding things to nitpick at this point. Dream is definitely not unattractive, he's definitely not ugly, but he could also be a case of having too much of a good thing, which could be the chin projection. Actually, Robert Pattinson is a very good example. Robert Pattinson is also a handsome white man, but his chin projection is a lot more normal. The chin protuberance, sorry, is the more correct term, is a lot more normal, so it doesn't throw off the balance. So you really don't have a whole lot to say for Robert Pattinson's face. Like, what will Twitter drag Robert Pattinson's face for? Whereas with Dreams, there is something that sticks out to them, no pun intended, and so that's the thing they're rolling with. This is kind of it's kind of like childhood. It's like high school level bullying, and I mean, I feel bad for him, but it's, what can I do? You know, this is, he's got 30 million followers. Obviously he's going to have some people who don't like him.